Hey guys, welcome back to another Sorted George Garage with me, Julian. The rear seals on our 65 Coronet have seen better days and they need to be changed out. So here we go, let's have some fun. Banging. I've taken out the aft shaft, which you can probably see behind me, okay. When you do this hobby, all right, sometimes, you see stuff that makes you laugh, right? Then sometimes you see stuff that makes you sort of go, yeet, woo, And then sometimes you see stuff that makes you want to go, have a look at this. Rear seal's leaking, right? Okay, rear seal's leaking. Well, I don't know what this is. I'm assuming it's, I don't know actually. Yeah, some sort of rubber thing there. Now, for starters, look how deep in that rear seal is. Don't know why, but hey, it is what it is. But what else can you notice? Can you see? I'll leave that like that there. Can you tell? Yep, he's got it in back to front. That there is the spring, okay, which should be on the inner side. And the inner lip, okay, unfortunately you can't see it. There you go. The inner lip is actually shaped inwards. So whoever's done this has put that in backwards so that the seal is now been pushed that way instead of sitting that way, okay, when he's put the aft shaft in. So I'm not surprised that these rear seals are leaking. Yeah, they go in one way, not both ways. There you go. So of course I just sort of come across this and I'm just like, wow, that is in so far. Why? And then I spotted it. Yeah, he's got the sealing back to front. But never mind. It is what it is. These things are sent to try us. And I'm going to crack on. See you in a bit. Right, so the outer diameter of the rear seal, okay, I've gone and bought myself a socket, all right, and that is absolutely perfect on that. That fits lovely. Now, the size, this is a Deltec Industries, is a 46mm or 1 13/16 AF, all right. It's an impact socket, but the outer diameter fits on that absolutely perfect, all right. As in, it even fits like that and doesn't slide inside, okay. So that will knock the seal into the axle, brilliant. But like I say, that is a 46mm or 1 13/16 AF Deltec impact socket. Hopefully that will help you out. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about as well, let me get that out of the way, is the rear seal. Now, I've got two different makes here, okay. One, obviously, as you can see, sort of sticks outwards, okay, and then that one is sloped inwards. I'm going to use a little pointer because it's easier. Right, so that slopes down, whereas this one is sloping up, okay. Now, if you look at this, on the inside here, that bit there is sloping down exactly the same as what this one is, okay. But the reason why I was saying that matey boy, whoever it was that done this, had the seal in the wrong way, I'll show you. All right, what I was saying about the spring, that's the important bit here. Right, so on the back of these, okay, they are the same. All right, as you can see in there, you got a spring. All right, now that spring, what that does is it clamps the rubber onto the half shaft. Okay, now if you have it this way, all right, as it goes through, obviously the half shaft is going to rub up against this as it's going into the axle, okay. Same as this one, it's going to rub up against this here. Now, if you had it around this way, as you push the axle in, okay, now bearing in mind, obviously it's like virtually half the length of the axle, all right, and they're quite weighty, you could rub up against this bit here, okay, by accident. And by doing that, as you can see, I'm now pushing that rubber away from the spring. Now, if that spring then came off, okay, you ain't going to know about it because you've just pushed the half shaft in, all right? Well, you ain't going to take it out just in case, you know, just to make sure that the spring is still on there, because the last time you put it in, you might actually accidentally knock the spring off, you know what I mean? So if that spring is not on there, it's not clamping this onto the half shaft, all right? So that's why it goes on that way. So as you go through this, you can't push that spring or this rubber, you can't push it that way. It's got to be pushed this way. No wonder that axle was leaking like it was. I mean, yes, the other side was leaking a little bit, although that is put in the correct way. That seal looks older than what the passenger side does, so perhaps that one's been replaced and the driver's side hasn't, I don't know. But either way, the amount that the passenger side had leaked compared to the driver's side, I am going to put down to that seal being put in the wrong way. Hope that helps you out. I'm going to crack on. Here we go. Right, down at the passenger side, I'm just doing the rear seal on this side. Another reason why I was saying that that was pushed in too far. Okay, you can see that line in there. Okay, like the rusty line and the, well, it's not rust, but you know, oil stain and the red line. Okay, right, that's how far he pushed it down. Well, that was this end of the seal. So they've pushed it right the way down to this edge here. Okay, now, problem with that is, when you come to try and take it out and replace it, you can't get to it. I've got here, okay, one of them, bought specially. I couldn't get into it because it was too far in, all right. I ended up having to beat it out with a hammer and screwdriver. Excuse me, I'm just grabbing it. I absolutely mullered this thing trying to get it out. It wouldn't budge because what I was trying to do, which I succeeded in the end, was basically to knock it and twist it like that so that you can then pull it out. Well, it wouldn't twist because of this ridge, all right. So where that line is, okay, the inner part only wants to go up to where that line is. So you're just in from here. You don't want to go in all the way up to that inner ridge. Otherwise, like I say, when it comes to replacement, you ain't going to get it out. There you go. Hope that helps. I'm just going to do this. I'll see you in a bit. There you go. There's a better look for you. Absolutely mullered that, trying to get it out. Good God. Wow. Same as the one that went in, the red one. That looks like the outer lip, but actually that's the one there. Well, I say the outer lip, but that's the one that goes up against the aft shaft, not this. But yeah, there you go. Please don't go up against that ledge because it takes an absolute age to get out. Wow. Right. So with George, here we go. Right, so the passenger side is all done. Okay, I have just taken out the rag that was sat in here. Okay, now I'm kind of knelt down at the moment, so I'm looking down at that angle. Okay, now if you can see there, okay, you have, let me turn this upside down. All right, you have got the part number there. Okay, that I know is original, and as you can see there as well, you've got the DeSoto Plymouth Chrysler Dodge sign. So I've now sat down. Okay, let me sit down. Here we go. So now I'm eye level with the axle, like that. And what was I saying before? What does that say? Outside. These only go one way. Okay. That side was definitely on the wrong way round, as proven there. I mean, bless them, they're actually making that kind of idiot proof, but yeah, I'm tired. I'm going in now, but I just had to show you that. I'll see you in a couple of days. Here we go. when we take that out. Here we go. Right, so it's a couple of days later, time to take out this seal. What I've already done is I've taken out the spring, okay, from inside the seal, because I didn't want that going ping down the shaft. Right, what I want to do is knock one side, okay, of the seal so that the actual seal can twist around like so and then come out. Okay, I want to pull it out. So that's what we're going to do. Let me just set you up on the stand and we'll do that. Here we go. Right, apologies if I hit the camera. Here we go. Oh, you're too close. You see that it started to twist. Oh, sorry. If you have a look there now, look. You can see how that's twisted already. Oh, see how much of a pain it is when you go in with these things too far. There she goes. Lovely. Sorted, George. At least it wasn't in as far as what the other side was. Turn that torch off. That was absolutely horrendous. I must admit that took me ages to get out. But you can see how easy it is. I know I've sort of sped it up for you, but it don't take long at all. Providing it's not right the way in, it don't take long at all to get out. Right, let's put the new one in. Here we go. Right, rear seal installation. Right, so you go in there, get that as flush, as straight as possible. Okay, now I'll get my big old what's name there, sit that. I'll make sure she's flush. Yep. Lovely. I'm just going to move you guys back a bit because you're in my way, sorry. Right. So you go like so. That's going in a bit cockeyed. Like that. Right, let's try that again, shall we? See how easy it is for these to go off at an angle. And you really don't want that. Right, chuck, here we go. Right. Oh, see what I mean? Wow. Let's try that again. Third time lucky, here we go, eh? Last time I done it, I think it went in lovely. Went in beautiful. On the 66, well, you actually hand on that one over there, to be fair. Right, let's try that again. No, see what I mean, look. Cool. I am having aggro with this one, aren't I? Come on. That's better. Here you go. No. God, D, you don't like me, do you? Oh, okay, fourth time lucky. Good Lord. You will go in. Nice and gentle. Here we go. Here you go. That's better. That's better. There you go. That's better. Right. Can you see what's going on in there now? It's taken off the paint as it goes in. Lovely. When you think you got it 100%, you ain't. What was that? 5 goes, wasn't it? Or 6? And yet, my last one went in beautiful. Right. Finish this off and I'll come back. Right, so Jules, there you go. That's that done. I didn't use any RTV sealant around the outside of the rear seal. Some people do, some people don't. I don't. You can if you want. It makes no difference. There's no harm in using it. But they never used it at the factory, so well, if it's good enough for the factory, it's good enough for me. You know what I mean? If you noticed just a minute ago, like I showed around the outside, you could see all of the paint that had been scuffed off. So that is a nice tight fit. That's good enough for me. Like I say, it's good enough for the factory. It's good enough for me. I hope this was a help to you guys. If so, please hit the like button, share, subscribe if you wouldn't mind, because it will help this channel grow. And I will see you on the next one. It's Salt with George Garage. Banging.